Yeah, I found it. Hi guys, Adam Savage here with a tale of three spacesuits. These are three of my prized possessions. This here is my Ryan Nagata made Apollo A7L suit, which I got over 13 years ago from Ryan. I remachined all of the, not remachined, I machined my own aluminum versions of all the connectors on the front. I upgraded a few years ago. Ryan made a working neck ring so that helmet locks into that neck ring. Moreover, Ryan's work is so tight, that helmet would fit in any Apollo suit, and any Apollo helmet, boop, would fit in that neck ring. But why am I talking about spacesuits? I'm talking about them because San Francisco possesses one of the world's great museums. It possesses many amazing museums. I think its standout is the Exploratorium. And it is, without compare, the Exploratorium is a hands-on science museum where everything has been built in the museum. It shows the patina of a million kids' dirty hands making these things work. Started by the brother of Robert Oppenheimer, a productive family. And they are borrowing these three spacesuits for the summer for an exhibit. Yeah. We'll include a link in the description so you can go see them. And as you can see, the Mercury suit, this is an incredible replica that Christine Noble built for me a couple of years ago. I think we found a silver fabric that's not going to rot. It's aluminized. It's not a vinyl. It's not stretchy. And that suit's ready to go. It's on an archival mannequin. It's absolutely ready to go. I know he doesn't look great, but that's their job. I'm going to wrap him in a sound blanket, and he goes to the Expo, and they will do some final posing. But this guy, he needs a stand. And he needs a stand to lift him up a little higher so he can wear his boots. Right now, he's at an optimal height for me to get in that suit. But that means he's squished down so I can climb up some stairs and get in him from the back. We'll go over this suit later on in the video so you can see its key features. But the most amount of work is to make an armor stand for this spacesuit. And I say armor stand really purposefully because it's not a mannequin. I'm not dressing that in a mannequin. I'm actually going to dress it in an upper half mannequin. The legs are going to be almost empty. I'll probably use a little foam to flesh them out. But that's what I've got to make. Two stands that can disappear. They're probably going to be black 1-inch plywood is my guess. On the larger construction parts. But today we're making some display stands. Look, posing mannequins for museums is really hard. It's vexing. I was at the Smithsonian with the group that dresses armor onto bodies. They dress the human clothing, and they said, no, it's every single one is difficult. You gotta finesse every little bit. The trick is to make it feel like a person is standing in there. That's the real trick. You want it to have a certain amount of aliveness to it. I'll tell you, when I made a suit of armor with Terry English in Cornwall, England back in 2017, wow, that long ago, he said, when you build an armor stand for this, can you please not make the feet like this? Like all knights in armor are like sitting like this. No one stands like that. Boop. He's like, please do the way people normally stand with their feet at a slight angle. Okay. I'm going to do the Apollo suit first. That's going to be the first one. And then I'm going to tackle my XEMU. So, uh-huh. What do you look like in here? Oh, you're hollow. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it strong. We're gonna use this 1x3 80-20 to stand up my guy here. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Okay, we're gonna use all of our resources. I can buy some more of this stuff. So, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a square base. All right, so we're gonna make 2 at 18, 2 at 20, minus 6, 2 at 14. This one will come up, boop, and in, and then the whole thing hangs off that? Yeah, if the whole thing's gonna hang off that. Yeah. So then that this piece comes up a certain amount, let's say 6 inches, 1 at 6 inches, and then 1 at 8 inches, 1 at 8 inches, and then 1 figure that out. Okay, I have a cut list. To the table saw. Come on. There we go. Almost. That's great. So now, whoop, I need to go to the figures. So let's put this on the ground. He's going to stand just about as high as I am. So I want him to go a little bit higher. Nope. About that tall. About that tall. If I have to lower it, I certainly can. It's going to come down to an inch. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so let's try dressing our guy. Beauty! That's making me happy. Let's also dress this guy. Okay. Better. All right, I'm really happy with that. We'll Great. Okay. So this guy moves over here. This guy also moves over here. This is the hard one. Okay. I'm gonna have to modify this stand to hold that up. That's the reality. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm doing. I loosely cut out both of these shapes. I am now refining them on the bandsaw, just these flats, and making them nice and flat. This is just I've screwed them together. That'll be hidden with paint. It's just a cheap way for me to get these to look really good to each other. Then I'm going to drill some holes down there. All right. Let's drill some holes. go. Awesome. Ow. Now, I kind of want to screw this down. Can I do that? I can't. But let's try and stand this guy up. Yeah. There it goes. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right, I'm very happy with this. I'm very, very happy with this. So let's get it painted. Hoop, 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 hoop. So, look, a stand is a stand. You see, I made some real efficiencies with this one. I used a router to clean up the edges of the holes. I didn't do a ton of sanding. I'm about to hit it with some texture black spray paint. The goal is that this thing just disappears. The other one did pretty handily. And I'm really happy with the structure of this. I may mount it permanently to the figure so it's easy for them to move over to the Exploratorium. Yeah, all in all, this went faster than I thought it would, getting all these three going. I'm very pleased. Now I'm right side up. So, that went way better than actually I thought it would go. I've left some stuff for the Exploratorium people to worry about because they're going to set this up. They're going to put it in position. They could grab, I'll give them some notes about having some batting and some safety pins to do some final dressing and zhuzhing. This guy's really straightforward. His arms are locked in because he's got arms in there. This guy does not have arms, but the gloves are locked in, and the position's pretty nice. And then this guy is all set to go. Again, I think this is the Apollo here is the strongest pose right now, but I'm going to record a little video for the Expo folks so that they have my notes on these. I'll send that to them. And then I'll probably show up. I'll probably ask to come just before they get this exhibit all ready and, like, you know, come with a little kit of mine to do a final pose. I love it when my suits go out into the world. Am I filthy? I feel really dirty because it's strangely warm today in San Francisco for the late spring. It's humid is what it is. I'm so pleased you guys joined me on this one day. Little baby one day build. Just getting 3 spacesuits up and running. And this is great. These are permanent stands for these guys. These will live with these 3 forever now, which is great. If you have tips about dressing your spacesuits on a mannequin, I'd love to hear it. Or if you have trouble, post it. Maybe we'll do a video fixing some of the issues you guys have. I don't know, like, not that I'm an expert, but, you know, I can try out some stuff and we'll see what works. All right. Thanks, you guys, for joining me. I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed that one-day build, you might also enjoy this one. Wait, this one. This one's good too.